Are you ready for a little core on the floor today? We've got a well-balanced core workout planned for you. We'll work the front, the rotationals, the sides, and the back. You wouldn't build a house with just one wall, and you don't build a core with just working the front core. We'll work all the way around the core. It's not going to take us long today. We're not going to use the timer, so let's get rid of that. Yay. Sometimes it's annoying. And we will get right into this. Today, a couple items we should talk about. This would be considered a strength training workout. As I said, we work front, side, rotational, and rear core. We aren't using the timer. We're going to work at our own fitness level. There's really no rest breaks in here, but if you need one, take one. We are modify as always. We will start with a short warm-up and a cool down. So with that being said, we'll toss those notes aside, sit up nice and tall, and start with 2 breaths. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, and we'll take a couple spinal movements. All the muscles we're going to use attached to the spine. So we want to make sure that part of our body is good and warm. There we go, reaching over. Remember to work again at our own levels. Work at your own levels. Exhale on the exertion, inhale on the easy part, but don't let the breath throw you. Just keep working and breathing as you can. Let's do 2 more here. 2 and 1. Arm comes up. We tighten up our core, rotate, turn our ribs to the side, drop the arms. Inhale up. Same thing, other side. So now we're working those rotational muscles. With side bends, we were warming up side core muscles. And in a sec, we'll hit front and back. Let's take 1 more each way. And again, we're going to reach up to the top. Inhale up. Let's exhale, fold. We're going to walk the hands forward a little bit. Feel a stretch of our spine. Inhale up, open, squeeze shoulder blades together. There we go. Exhale, close. Moving a little quicker, getting the muscles. Notification that something's about to happen here. There we go. We're about to build a strong core. That's what we're about to do. Very functional movements for everyday life come from the core. Let's do 2 more. Chest opens, back stretches. 1 more round and we'll get right into this. I have my notes on the wall and we're ready to go. So we'll turn to the long edge of our mat. Sit ourselves up nice and tall, and we're going to roll ourselves down, 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 down. And let's pull our knees right over our hips here, right over our hips. We can have head, neck, and shoulders up. If we do, we look at the ceiling, not our knees. That puts our neck in a funny position. Or just leave it on the ground. That's where I'm going to start. I want my knees directly over the hips for this one. Arms on the ground, and I'm just going to begin by pushing a heel out. There we go. And my breath work would go exhale out, inhale in, nice and slow. If I was going to put music to this, I'd put on something slow and easy, slow tempo. So we're not rushing through. Keeping those knees right over the hips. Starting to feel a little action in low front core, low front core. Keep the breath working, rest when you need to. Otherwise, we'll take 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pushing that heel right out. Pull it in, take a little bit of a breather, and then we're going to restack knees right over the hips. We're going to point our toes to the wall, and we're going to drop 1 toe down and pull up. Now this looks like a simple move, but I want you to focus on the area between your hip bones and initiate the lower there and initiate the pull there. So we're toe tapping. And if we're really super strong, it's not our first rodeo, we'll go ahead and take both toes down at once. I'm going back to singles. You do what's working for you. We'll do 8, 7, should feel something happening there. 6, 5, focus your attention there. Breathe. 3, exhale as you lift. Inhale, lower. 2 more. 2 and 1. Now let's leave that foot right there. Take the other one up into the air. There we go. Now, if that feels like too much, I'll take them both down, or I'll just come to a bent knee. You get to decide. We're going to put in some crunches here. You had to know they were going to show up. Ears stay in line with the shoulders. We're looking at the ceiling, not the knee. Here we go. Taking it up and down, up, down, up, down. So I'm lifting head, neck, and shoulders all as one unit, and my leg was flying away there. And then exhaling as I perform that lift. And we have about 4 more, I think. If that leg gets tired, rest it down. 3, 2, and 1. Now let's rest head, neck, and shoulders down. And we're going to lower that leg down, pointing the toe, and pull up. If that's too much, I'm going to come back to that bent leg, just like we did at the front. If it's too easy, head, neck, and shoulders come up. And let's do 4. Exhale, lift. 3, pull. 2, and 1. And once again, we're going to leave that leg right there. We can keep one hand behind our head to support, opposite arms reaching and pressing towards that heel there, towards the outside of my ankle. And I have a little breath going. And we take 7, 6, 5. Oh, I know the leg's tired. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. Let it rest. Feel that in the hip flexor a little bit. That's okay. That's part of the core too. Take it down. Woo, and we'll start that sequence on the other side. So we'll take our toe up into the air. Oh gosh. Lift up. Tighten our core good and tight here. And again, we're going to start with the crunch and down, crunch and down. Really squeeze your belly button to the spine as you lift, looking at the ceiling, not your knee, not your toe. Resting when we need to. And we'll take 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's rest head, neck, and shoulders down on the mat if we need to. And we'll take our leg lowers and lift. Lower and lift. Reach it out, pull it up. Exhale the lift. Rest when you need to. And we'll take 4, 3, reaching that toe right out, 2, and 1. Leg comes up, we reach across, and we pulse. We're working the rotational muscles now. Good, exhale, 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 exhale. 7, 6, pulling that shoulder blade right off the mat. 3, 2, 1. And we'll give that a nice release there. Pull both knees into the chest. Take a nice long stretch through the belly. And we're going to turn onto our side for a little side core work. We're going to start with a side plank. A couple ways we can go here. I'm going to use a hook leg. If we want to work a little harder, we'll extend top leg. A little harder yet, we'll take a cross leg. And the hardest position is stacked feet. I am going to take hook leg today, I think. So you decide where you want to go. We get our shoulder, our elbow right under our shoulder, and we're not droopy. We're lifted up, and we're going to lift this hip up off the mat and reach our hand up high. Now, if we need our hand to stabilize, we'll go ahead and take it. Otherwise, we're going to take 8 hip dips, and we touch our hip down and lift. Our goal is to lift up to the ceiling, working our side core muscles. You should feel these activate immediately. Check your neck. Make sure it's not drooping down. Squeeze. And we'll have 4, 3, 2. You can rest, or we can hold it here for 8, 7. Hip up, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we rest that side on the ground, and we'll work to the opposite side. For this one, we can take our hand, palm up to assist a little bit. This is our motion. Or if we want to feel the muscle at work, we can wrap around. It's a little bit easier with the hand out, and that's where I'll go today. Legs are just straight out from the hips. Take a breath. And as you exhale, drive up and down. So I'm just pulling my shoulder off the mat. Exhaling as I do so. Squeeze. Squeeze. This is pretty tough. That's okay. 4, 3. You know what? Let's do 12 of these because we're not going to put a hold on. Sorry. So you get 4 more here. My counts may be a little iffy. 4. I have no music to count to today. 3, 2, and 1. Now let's sit up and switch sides. So you can feel that core is pretty activated right there, and it's got to go right into work here on this other side. Set yourself up for success. Elbow under shoulder, knees hooked, straight, crossed, or stacked. You choose. 3, 2, 1. We get up and stabilize first. Okay, we're stabilized. We've tightened the core. I have my arm up, but it can be on your hip. You decide. Here we go. Taking it down and down. We only have 8 of these because we're inserting a hold for stability purposes. And up. And 4, 3, 2. Let's leave this one lifted. Squeeze. I know it hurts. It's already worked on the other side. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll bring it down. And we'll stretch it out long. Again, arm can be up, or it can be wrapped around the core so you can feel the muscle at work, which is really good to connect your mind and body. So keep that in mind. Take a big breath in, and then we just pull the shoulder up and put it back down. If this causes any pain in my neck, I ignore this exercise. Try another one that we've already done, or insert your own. This stage of the game, we all know a few core exercises, I think. Exhale, pull. One side's usually a little weaker than the other. And we're going to get you 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. All righty. Woo! Pull it up. We're not going to stretch up. We'll catch that at the end. We're keeping this quick and snappy for you. Next, we're going to rear core. So we're going to lie on our bellies. If that bothers you, you will insert another exercise or come to hands and knees. And while we do extensions, you can work a cat-cow. How about that? That'll be a good sub for you. Otherwise, we're going to take it here. If we're just starting out, many times we like to use the arms, or they can go in crunch position or Superman position. I'm going to take level 1, and what I'm going to do is look at my mat and pull up and look at my wall. Roll it down. How far do I come up? I come up to where it feels good to me. I should feel all the muscles in my spine pulling myself up. My exhale comes as I lift. And if it's too easy, remove the arms, float them, put them behind the ears, Superman them, find something to do with them, and do 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. 8, 7, 6, stability. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. I got mainly the upper part there. We're going to go into the lower, take our legs out a little bit wide. On this one, we can do one leg at a time, or we can lift both at once. Lifting both at once is a tight contraction. That's where I'm going to go. You decide where you need to be. Take a big breath in, exhale, lift, hold, release. Lift, hold. We're feeling it right here. Release. It's going to strengthen your low back. Lift, hold, release. Lift, hold. Alternate legs if needed. Keep the hold though. Lift, hold, release. Lift, hold, release. Let's get 4 more. I know you're feeling that low back. 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. 8 if you can. Let go if you have to. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And let's come to our forearms next. Probably know what's coming here too, right? If you've ever worked with me, you know there's a plank involved here. So today we're just going to hold the plank. It's a great stability exercise. Doesn't matter how long you hold it, and it doesn't matter how you hold it. It just matters that you try. So we're going to lift to our knees, and that might be all of the plank we can manage today, okay? I've tightened my core up, and that's great. I would just stay right there. Otherwise, I'm going to curl those toes and lift up here. So you see how my hips are not up in the air like a triangle, nor down like a drawbridge. I'm nice and straight. I'm looking forward. I'm pressing back through the heels. I'm not sinking into my arms. I'm pressing away. I'm pulling my belly button to my spine. I'm holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I release. Got time for one more? Let's get this last one. It's really important. All right. Again, this last one is also for stability purposes, the stability of our spine, all the muscles that line our spine. And we're just holding this one. We're going to hold it a nice long 12 count hold, switch sides, and then we'll switch it into stretch here. Great job today. Nice bend in the elbows. We never want to lock out our joints, okay? Keep them nice and soft. We don't want tendinitis rolling up on us. We're going to extend one leg behind. It may not come to hip height, but we're going to try to get it as close as we can. And we're not rotating open. Toe points down. We're looking down and a little bit ahead. And then our arm comes up. My arm's not down here or up here. It's just straight out of the arm socket. I'm going to hold that, and you are too. Pushing out through the heel. Core is engaged. 8, 7, 6. Reach through the heel. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Did you hear my knee click there? Yeah, mine does that too. Let's set up other side. Heel back. I got to check this toe. It always likes to turn out. Okay, my spine is strong. I'm pushing away from the mat. I'm reaching forward. Count starts now. Keep the neck nice and neutral here. Keep the leg lifted. Keep reaching through the heel, reaching through the hand. And we'll call that 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And now we can take a bit of a stretch. Let's start with that cat-cow. We're rounding up, and then we're lowering our belly, raising our tailbone, raising our chin, and then just take a couple more through. Release those muscles we just worked. Flat back. We're going to open our knees, walk our hands a little bit forward, take a big breath, come forward a bit, and then slide back. Our glutes and our heels may touch, they may not touch. It doesn't matter. What we want to matter is to feel a stretch in the low back. So we'll just release our head, lay down, take some good breaths. Really feel your low back expand here. One more big breath, one more big expansion. On our exhale, we'll shift forward. Come to that kind of high knee plank position, and then we can drop our hips towards the mat if that agrees with us. If our spine doesn't like that, ignore this move. We don't want our shoulders up here, they're backing down. We feel a nice stretch through those tummy muscles that we worked at the front of this program. In our child's pose where we just stretched back, we stretched our back muscles, we worked, and now we'll stretch the side and twisting muscles and let you get on with your day. Doesn't that sound like a great idea? Sit up nice and tall. This time we just hold our stretch. I'm reaching straight up. If I want to deepen the stretch, I walk the hand out. Keep the arm straight, straight, straight. Don't let it flop. Straight, straight, straight. Hold for 8. See how my chest is wide open? Get yours open too. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we go. Where's the arm go? Straight to the ceiling, right? I was pulling my shoulder up. Don't pull the shoulder up. Keep it down. Then we take a little finger walk. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go, till we find our stretch point. Yours may be farther than mine. It may be shallower than mine. It doesn't matter. Your point is your point. We're going to lift up and twist our rib cage. Look over our shoulder if that's okay with our neck. Stretching our rotational muscles. And up we go, rotating to the other side. And then we'll bring it back. Take that fold forward again. Stretch out through your spinal muscles. Drop your head. And take a big breath up. Inhale, sweep back and down, shoulders back and down. We'll squeeze together. And we feel the chest opening. And sometimes we feel a little something in our neck. So let's take a little stretch for the neck too. We'll just take ear to shoulder today. And if it feels okay, I can tuck my chin down a little bit. If that's irritating, find another stretch. Don't let the shoulder rise up, press it down. And then we take our ear back to our shoulder to get to the other side. We take a big breath. We exhale, tuck. Give it a little hold. Back to center, head up. Take a breath, inhale up. Exhale down, and guess what? You did a really great job. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time on Simply Fit with Sheryle Sage. See you next week.